Hey everyone, good evening. Chief Meteorologist Melissa Frey here with Alaska's news source. And we have a storm coming in, actually two storms this week that are going to bring snow to South Central. We had all of that record snow back in early November, but it has been 18 days since we have seen at least an inch of snow here in Anchorage. So it's been a while since we've seen some fresh snow. Certainly been a while since we've seen a storm system that has brought frozen precipitation. The last couple have been rain or snow rain mix. So just want to get you up to speed. Make sure you're prepared for that morning commute tomorrow. You know what to expect and what to anticipate. And this is a little bit of a tricky forecast too. So I just want to show you what I'm thinking, what I am expecting, and what changes could happen overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. Let me know where you're watching from this evening. This storm system really is going to impact south central and southeast, but we do have another one that's going to push in from western Alaska that is also going to move across the state this week, eventually bringing snow and wind to many Alaskans. So I'll do my best to get you up to date with that, but let me know where you are watching from. If you have any questions as I go through the forecast, certainly pop those in the chat and I'll do my best to answer them. I also apologize, I'm losing my voice, so hopefully it holds out here for this. Hello to you, Brian. Thank you for joining us this evening. That's the evening commute right now along the S-curves and the Glen Highway there in Eagle River. A bit of a slow commute, not necessarily because of the weather, just because of the amount of traffic that we have at this time of night. Temperature, it's warmed a little bit. We're at 29 degrees as winds out of the northeast at 8 miles per hour. For the north, this is what it looks like as you head across the Knik Arm there in Palmer. You can see dry road conditions, no snow falling just yet, but we definitely have snow as you head out the Glen Highway there into the Matanuska Valley. This is what it looks like near Gunsight Mountain, where we are seeing that heavy snow coming down. Actually hearing from some of you in this area already up to close to an inch of snow out near Lake Louise. So it is coming down. We are going to see more snow pushing in here across South Central from this storm system. So there are a number of warnings and advisories in effect with this storm. Again, we do have winter weather advisories in effect for the western side of the state along the coast. That is for snow and wind moving into tonight and tomorrow. We won't see that storm in South Central until late Thursday. We do have a high wind warning in effect for parts of the Alaska Peninsula down into Kodiak. And then we also have a winter weather advisory in effect for Anchorage and that blizzard warning in effect for Thompson Pass. So again, a number of impacts from this pair of storms moving across the state. We do have that winter weather advisory again for the Anchorage Bowl, mainly for the east side, and I'll explain why that is in just a moment. Also that blizzard warning in effect for Thompson Pass. And again, for East Anchorage, that's where we're looking at the heaviest snow likely as we head into tomorrow morning. 4 to 8 inches of snow for the east side. West side of Anchorage, seeing just 2 to 4 inches is what the current setup is looking like, and I'll show you why that could change. Also, for those of you planning on traveling through the Richardson Highway through Thompson Pass, you do want to be prepared for heavy snow there, 5 to 8 inches, along with wind gusting as high as 60 miles per hour. So again, that is likely to cause some very poor visibility, blizzard conditions in that area. Looking at the questions here. Hello to you there, Christine from Wasilla. Hi to you, Wayne, Anchorage in the Fairview neighborhood. Bert down in Seattle, you won't see this storm. Don't worry about it. And Jeanette in South Anchorage, yes. The east side of, if you're east of Seward Highway, basically in South Anchorage, I would be prepared for those higher snowfall totals. West side, closer to the water, less likely to see that much snow. And we'll walk through the timing of this as well. So zooming out a bit so you can see sort of the full footprint of this storm. It's an area of low pressure that's sitting right there in the northeast Pacific, beginning to push into Prince William Sound. And Prince William Sound is where we're seeing the heaviest precipitation tonight, falling as heavy rain for the most part. That is beginning to push in near Valdez, into Cordova, even into Whittier, and we're starting to see some light snow up over the Kenai Mountains and up over the Talkeetna Mountains as well. Looking ahead, that moisture is going to continue to push to the north and to the west overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, eventually spreading into Anchorage and to portions of the valley. But look at how we are sitting on just the northwest corner of the storm, just barely brushing Anchorage and the valley. Again, most of the action is still well to our southeast. So that's why there is still some question marks in this forecast. Out west, a separate storm system moving across the Bering Sea will bring snow to you overnight tonight, and that's going to continue most of Wednesday, even lingering into Thursday until that storm also pushes into South Central. That will be late Thursday into Friday that we'll see that next round of snow pushing in here to South Central. Okay, let's talk snowfall totals. Looking ahead, you can see that moisture spreading west overnight. Here we are 10 o'clock, already seeing snow pushing into the Anchorage Bowl, along the Glen Highway up into the valley, certainly out toward Glen Allen and down closer to Valdez, also near Turning and Pass and out toward Whittier. As we move through the day, we'll continue to see snow showers, but I do expect those to taper off into the evening. Now, if you just look at this zoomed out view, you can see models projecting 4 to 6 inches of snow for Wasilla and Palmer, higher snowfall totals near Whittier and into Valdez, also into Glen Allen. But I want to zoom in to Anchorage so you can get a closer view of what we're looking at. Those dark blue colors, that's where we're expecting that heaviest band of snow to set up. So that is the east side of Anchorage, the upper Anchorage hillside as you head out along the Glen Highway, out along Muldoon, into Eagle River, and then further north into portions of the valley. You can see West Anchorage, those lighter blue colors, that's where we're looking at, again, less chances for that heavier snow to set up. That's also true for the Susitna Valley. So it's the east side closer to this storm that is likely to see that heavier snow. Again, starting early tomorrow morning, continuing through the day Wednesday, and then picking back up Thursday night into Friday with that second storm system moving in from the west. Now, we use a number of computer models, of course, to track the weather conditions. And in this scenario, they're all saying something a little bit different, which does not give us high confidence for that snowfall forecast. So look at that yellow line. You can see there pushing way high, the highest model. That is our global forecast model, projecting about 4 inches with this particular storm, and then another 4 inches later in the week. So all said and done, we're looking at about 8 inches from that storm, even on the west side of town. But as you look to the other models, our RPM model we use here at Alaska's Weather Source, the European, the Canadian models, all showing about an inch that we'll see on the west side of town, and then not seeing much later in the week. So when there's a big discrepancy in models like this, again, that's when we start to really look at those details and how things are setting up. It just shows you there's more variability. And in this case, it's really the west side of Anchorage compared to the east side of Anchorage that will see a different scenario. So you may wake up tomorrow morning, move through midday in that morning commute. You're out on the west side of town near Spurnard, near the airport, going, man, this isn't that much snow. Maybe an inch of snow, 2 inches by the very tail end of the day. If that makes it far enough west, you might squeeze out 4 inches of snow there. But again, a different scenario for the east side of Anchorage, for Eagle River up into Birchwood, into the valley. That's where we'll likely see those higher snowfall totals. So just want you to be well informed. Again, as we're seeing quite a variety. Now down into southeast, the storm will continue to deliver heavier rain for you. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 40s, seeing some breezy winds, but nothing too extreme there. For those of you across the Kenai Peninsula, again, it's really the east side that's going to see the most significant impacts from this. Seward likely seeing snow overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning, and we'll likely see additional snow through Turnigan Pass. We're also going to see those high winds for those of you in Seward. Gusts there to 50 miles per hour. Now further south, you can see sunshine in Kodiak, high temperatures there in the mid 30s, but we are going to see the winds picking up there further west. You want to be prepared again for high winds in those areas. As you get down into Aleutians is also seeing those strong winds, so do be prepared for that. Now as you move into Prince William Sound, likely see snow through the morning in Whittier, along with wind gusts to 40 miles per hour. Snow is likely in Valdez, all the way up into the Copper River Basin. Down in Cordova, it'll be a little bit warmer, so I do expect some rain to mix in there. In the valley, as you travel north of Wasilla, that's where we'll see drier conditions in Willow and Talkeetna. But in Wasilla and Palmer, that's where you want to be prepared for those snow showers developing throughout the day, especially on the east side. Again, that morning commute from Palmer down to Anchorage, about 8, 9 a.m. is when we're anticipating the heaviest snow, so do be prepared for that if you're a Glen Highway commuter. And here in Anchorage, again, seeing heavier snow in the morning, and then we'll see chances for snow showers through the afternoon and evening. And again, it's the east side of Anchorage, also south side down toward Girdwood, that we'll see chances for those heavier snowfall totals. Thursday, we'll see chances just for some lingering snow, but it's really late Thursday into Friday. That next storm system moves in, and again, that will bring us additional chances for snow again on Friday. And right now it's looking like similar amounts that we'll see. Also, you may notice that those temperatures are dropping quite significantly as we head into this weekend, teens during the day and back into those single digits overnight. So do be prepared for that. So hopefully that gets you up to speed, helps you to understand if you're in East Anchorage, if you're on the hillside, Eagle River all the way up into Palmer for that morning commute, allow a little extra time. Be prepared for that snow in the morning. It'll continue into the afternoon. Should this storm shift any further to the west or to the north overnight tonight, that's when we could see some higher snowfall totals on the west side of town and up into the Susitna Valley. However, if it moves at all to the east and wobbles a little bit, then we'll see significantly less. But either way, be prepared for Wednesday and then again on Friday. Again, the most snow that we've seen here in about 3 weeks. We still have a lot of ice around town, so keep in mind that the snow will be on top of that black ice in many locations. We have the full forecast up at alaskasnewssource.com, so you can check in on more detailed areas. If I didn't cover your location, again, all of that information is at alaskasnewssource.com. You can actually enter your zip code and get a more detailed forecast for your area. Also, if you don't have our weather app, I'd encourage you to download it. It's a free download in the App Store. We push weather updates. So should this storm push further east or west overnight, from what I'm looking at currently, we will send those updates to the weather app, so you have that information. And we'll also give you the latest updates during the morning commute tomorrow as well. Meteorologist Jackie Purcell is in here at 10 o'clock tonight. We hope you tune in. She'll have the latest forecast this evening. And then Aaron Morrison will be back in early tomorrow morning from 5 to 7 a.m. With the latest forecast, again, to get you ready for your Wednesday and then for that next storm coming in again on Friday. So thank you for joining us. Stay safe, and we'll see you back here at 10.